Hello, guys. Welcome to the Arsenal Pulse, Australia versus Egypt. Another enticing round of 32 knockout match. This is Mo Salah looking for his first win in the knockout with Egypt. Both Egypt and Australia have never won a knockout match at the World Cup. So this is going to be a very interesting game. Egypt with Mamouche, Mo Salah, Ashraf Fatih, Atia Zico, Rami Rabia Ibrahim, Hafez, and Shobera as the goalkeeper. And then for Australia, you have Beach, Suter, Herring, Sirikati, Boss, O'Neill, even Metaclef, Bolpato, and Iran Kunda as the striker up front. Yeah. So this is a very interesting game. Early kickoff at 9 or 11 a.m. PET US time. Yeah. So will Mo Salah win Egypt their first knockout game at the World Cup? Remember, there's only Morocco who have gone through as Africa's team. So the fact remains to be seen whether another African team will go through to the knockouts. Yeah, so just checking the controls to see if we are live. So we are already live. Odds for this game are very close. Australia with 3.7, Egypt 2.44, and a draw of 2.9. So this game is going to be tight, and I'm looking forward to seeing this game. So the game will be played in Dallas at the MetLife Stadium in the United States of America. Yesterday we saw Spain beat Austria 3-0. Then in the other game, Switzerland beat Algeria 2-0. And then Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal beat Croatia 2-1, with Cristiano scoring his first knockout goal at a World Cup, which is a penalty, well taken penalty. So anyway, game is almost kicking off in the next 5 minutes. It's the Arsenal Pulse. Ensure to like and subscribe to this game. Plenty of action in store. Mo Salah. I actually want Mo Salah to win this game for the legend that he is. Liverpool legend. He just left Liverpool. Just left Liverpool on the 1st of July. Yeah. So I'm hoping that Salah can actually win Egypt the game so that we can have more African countries at the World Cup round of 16. As I said, Morocco, but we have seen already plenty of shocks with the Germany going home and the Netherlands also going home. Yeah, Croatia also have gone home, but the biggest shock was Germany. England survived after DR Congo let the lead slip. Yeah, so you can see the Egyptian king. The Egyptian king. Yeah, Croatia also have gone home, but the biggest shock was Germany. England survived. Yeah, so England survived DR Congo. Yeah, 2-1 win led by Hurricane. So what I like about this World Cup is that all the big players, all the big stars have turned up for this tournament. Yeah. all the big hitters. Mbappe, 6 goals. Lionel Messi, 6 goals. Cristiano, 3 goals. Vinicius, 4 goals. Haaland, 5 goals. Harry Kane, 5 goals. Yeah, so it has all been the big players who we expect to step up every single time. Yeah, let's check the top scorers. So this is the draw. This is the draw for the round of 16. So already we have the matches: Paraguay versus France. That will be the first match. Canada, Morocco. Portugal against Spain. USA versus Belgium. And you have Brazil versus Norway. England versus Mexico. Then Switzerland will face the winner of Colombia, Ghana. Then Argentina, Cape Verde. Whoever wins that will face Australia or Egypt, the one which we are doing the live Watchalong for today. So after this game is where Lionel Messi's Argentina will take to the field, and then later we'll have Colombia versus Ghana. So I'm hoping that one of these two African teams goes through. Of course, I support African teams, although we have only one team that has gone through. So you can see there Mohamed Salah, the captain. Yeah, Mo Salah, the captain. But the round of 32 matches have been very close. Yeah, with the only big scoreline being 3-0, France versus Sweden, and also Spain versus Austria. Then if you look at the top scorers list, this is where it gets very interesting. Mbappe on 6 goals. Messi, 6 goals. Haaland, 5 goals. Kane, 5 goals. Dembele Usman, 4 goals. Oyarzabal, 4 goals. Sarr was knocked out, 4 goals. And Vinicius Jr., 4 goals. So all the big hitters have scored and they have stepped up for their teams. You also have Quinones of Mexico with 3 goals. Mateus Cunha, 3 goals. Havertz, 3 goals. Cristiano Ronaldo, 3 goals. Salibari, 3 goals. Joan Wissa, 3 goals as well. So all of the big hitters have stepped up in this tournament. But the big world-class players, Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, Kane, Ousmane Dembele, Ballon d'Or winner, leading the line in terms of top scorers for their countries. So game is almost, kickoff is almost underway. Coach for Australia is Tony Popovich, and then the coach of Egypt is Hussam Hassan. So kickoff is underway. So let's just go to the lineups, and hopefully Mo Salah scores. For me, the prediction, I'm going to go with 2-1 Egypt win. Yeah, I hope Egypt beats Australia. So kickoff underway in Dallas, MetLife Stadium. So as I said, whoever wins this game goes and faces Lionel Messi's Argentina in the round of 16, or Cape Verde. Cape Verde might actually surprise many, yeah, because in football you never know what will happen. Yeah, you might think that the game has already been won, but we almost saw Senegal beating Belgium. We almost saw their Congo shocking England. Yeah. So all these things have happened, but we are yet to see. We have seen Paraguay shock Germany. of Germany. So it will be interesting to see how this game goes in the first half. So Egypt with their vintage red and white, red shirt, white shorts. Then Australia also with their famous home kit, the Sukaroos, yellow top and green shorts. Yeah, so if you're in the chat, sure to subscribe and like this video. We are live. We are live. Round of 32 action. Round of 32 action. There's also a possibility of extra time. Anything is possible in this game. But for me, I can see it being a very tight game because both teams have a very strong defense. Yeah, Australia also very strong defense, and also Egypt very strong defense, but also their attacking area is good for both sides. Yeah, Australia also very strong defense, and also Egypt. Yeah, let me just like this so that the algorithm can tell my viewers that we are now live and kicking. Australia, yes, we are now live in Dallas. Dallas is in Boston, I believe. Yeah, I've never been to the USA, but one day, hopefully, God willing, I'll go there. So Egypt looking to dominate the first few minutes of the game. The Egypt goalkeeper clears the ball out. I'll also be giving you the latest transfer news in the Premier League. So Australia with a shot was just over the bar, over the bar. So this is the Arsenal answer. If you are not subscribed, make sure to like this video as well. So 5 minutes gone. 5 minutes gone in the first half. Australia nil, Egypt nil. Will Mo Salah and Mamouche look their magic, or will Australia come up with the goods? Pretty cold out here. It's pretty cold out here. As I said, I'm expecting very tight game. 2-1 to Egypt in my prediction. Because both these teams will make history their first time to make the knockout. And also there's this trend: when African team scores first, now Australia on the attack. Australia in the box, cleared. then tackle goes out from a corner to Egypt. First round by Australia's number 5. So first corner to Australia in their yellow kangaroo, and they're called the Sugaroos, the kangaroos. So short corner, but the corner is blocked. Egypt pressing high through Mamouche. So Egypt back in possession. So Salah is the key player for Egypt. Of course, Salah is expected to score in every game he plays since their talisman and also their captain. They like Salah. Salah is the king of Egypt, as they call him. So as I said, there's this trend of African teams scoring fast and not holding on to the lead. DR Congo scored fast versus England. They could not defend. Senegal scored twice versus Belgium. They also could not hold on to the lead and they lost. Ivory Coast equalized against Norway, but they could not hold on to the lead. So that is the recurring theme in this World Cup. African teams are not able to defend well. Yeah, actually win their teams the game early. Ball to Mamouche. Remember Mamouche, who plays for Man City. Very good player. Won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. The last season. So Australia now on the counter attack. But it's stopped. It's a foul on Australia. We expect some tackles to fly in. This is going to be a very intense game. Very intense game also for the neutral. And speaking of Man City, Nathan Ake has joined Fenerbahce on a permanent deal. So this has just been confirmed now that Nathan Ake has joined Fenerbahce in a permanent deal. Very interesting, which has come from nowhere. Also, Bayern Munich have completed the signing of Eintracht Frankfurt left back Nathaniel Brown on a reported fee of 55 million euros. So, Nathaniel Brown was part of the German national team, which was knocked out on penalties, has joined Bayern Munich. Remember, Bayern Munich usually take all their best talents. They usually take all the players that are coming up in the other teams. So this is a huge raid by Bayern Munich. And also in another deal, Jeremy Monga, who was a target for Arsenal, has joined Manchester City. Fee of £10 million paid to Leicester City, and also Maresca, who was coach of Leicester, was involved with the process to get Monga. So Jeremy Monga, one of the target for Arsenal. Man City have hijacked the deal and signed him for £10 million. So ball with Mamush. Back to Fate. Mamush tries the 1-2. Taken out, foul to Egypt. So Jeremy Monga disappointing for Arsenal fans. If you're in City next season. So Arsenal women have announced the signing of former Ghanaian midfielder Georgina Stanley on a 5-4-year deal. So Arsenal women also making moves. So free kick to Egypt in the opening 11 seconds of the game. Let's see if Egypt will be able to score their first goal in this knockout tie. First half, 12 minutes gone. Shot, blocked. Mamush tries it again. Cross. And it's a goal by Egypt. Egypt take the lead in the first half of the game. Egypt score against Mamush to the defender who crosses it directly into the box. And what a fine header to give Egypt the lead in the first half. Nice goal by Egypt, and I hope that Egypt wins the game. That is my prayer, that Egypt will win the game. Nice goal, nice header from a set piece. Yeah, and remember we said the importance of set pieces in this game will be crucial for each and every team to use set pieces well. Also, as I said, there have only been 2 nil-nils in this World Cup. England, Ghana, and Spain Cape Verde. All the games have had goals, even if it's 1 goal. So that is the beauty of this World Cup, that all the teams have scored. Yeah, which is amazing news. Amazing. Now Australia with the throw-in. Don't throw into the box. Australia with the shot. Another shot goes wide. So as I was saying, Manchester United have opened talks with West Ham over Crescencio Samabil, the Netherlands international. He's been looked out. He's been looked at by Manchester United. He had a very good World Cup with 2 goals. So I'm expecting to see Samabil, the new Manchester United player. So that is the latest news. Also, Tottenham are going in for Junior Kobe. But Tottenham already have gotten Matheus Fernandes and Sandro Tonali, the Italian international. So the North London derby next season will be massive. So that will start for Egypt in the first 14-15 minutes. Let's see if Australia can respond. Now Zico to Mamush. Mamush cuts in, shoots. Oh, was right. first half, 16 minutes played. And it's Mo Salah's Egypt leading 1-0. So this has been the pattern. African team takes the lead and then they don't hold on to the lead. Let's see if Egypt can hold on to the lead and qualify. We don't want to see any comeback. There have been a lot of comebacks in this World Cup so far. So we need Egypt to win and not bottle it like Senegal. So very good start for Egypt and Mo Salah. So if Mo Salah qualifies, there's a possibility he faces Lionel Messi in the last dance. This is seen as the last World Cup for many legends like Luka Modric, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, Messi. All these legends might be having their last dance, last World Cups in their careers. So please start by Egypt. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video and tell me your prediction. Who you see winning the rest of this game, which is the Hassan Parsa. As always, we are live on Friday night in Nairobi, Kenya, the amazing country called Kenya. What a lovely country we have. I hope that one day Kenya will be able to play in the World Cup as well, because we have the potential, we have the stadiums, we have plenty of quality. We can also compete at this level. So long throw to Salah. Salah, who is the captain and the talisman, left Liverpool on the 1st of July after deciding to leave at the end of the season. Won 2 Premier League, won the Champions League, scored the most goals for Liverpool in the Premier League, and also the most assists for Liverpool in the Premier League. So Mo Salah is a living legend and one of the best African players that has played in the Premier League. In terms of the numbers, he is unmatched. There is no African player who has reached the numbers that Mohamed Salah has made. In terms of goals, assists, GA. If you have Mo Salah in your fantasy Premier League team, you're guaranteed points. That's for sure. So 20 minutes gone the clock. 20 minutes gone in the first half. And now long ball to Mamouche. Oh, but it was offside. No, it was not Mamouche, it was Atta. Most of these Egyptian players, I don't know them. I only know Mamouche and Mo Salah. The ones I've never heard of them. I cannot deny to you that I know all the Egyptian players. I don't. So can Egypt hold on to the lead? That is the main question of this World Cup. We take the lead early and then we lose it. I don't know if it's fatigue. That's why I'm not yet celebrating, because the game is still on, 70 minutes to play. and we are approaching the hydration break, the first quarter, as they say in American sports. Sukarus, that's the glass, cross in the box, goes out for an Australian corner. So also Australia looking for their first knockout win. They usually qualify for the knockouts and they are not able to get past. They're not able to get past the round of 16 or round of 32. The last time they were knocked out by Argentina in 2022, Lionel Messi's Argentina knocked them out. So they are still looking for their first win in the knockout cross into the box. They go back and goes out for an Egyptian goal kick. So with the king of Africa, the Egyptian king, Egypt, their first ever win in the knockout. So time for hydration break. Time for the hydration break in the first of two. There's one in the first half and the other one in the second half. So this hydration break, many people are questioning it. Is it worth it? Is it okay to have hydration break? What's your opinion? But for the Americans, they like it. So looking at the statistics in the first quarter, Egypt have had most of the possession, 64%. Then Australia with the more shots, 4 shots to Egypt 3. Then Egypt with 1 shot on target, which was the goal header. Then one big chance, which they scored. So Egypt have been clinical in the first half. Egypt have been clinical as well in the first half. So hopefully Egypt can hold on to the lead and give us 2 teams in Africa. 2 teams from Africa in the round of 16. At least we can say our football in Africa has evolved. That is the best thing that will happen in Africa, is to have 2 teams in the round of 16. Regarding Arsenal, there's not much movement in terms of news, but the Morgan Rogers deal, expect us to sign Morgan Rogers, also Bruno Guimaraes from Castle. So talks are ongoing, and it's usually not easy to sign a player during the World Cup. So Arsenal are still looking at potential targets. Morgan Rogers, Bradley Bacola, Jeremy Monga was one of the targets, but he has gone to City. Then you have Bruno Guimaraes of Brazil. So most of the players that are Arsenal looking at are at the World Cup with their nations. There's also talk of Vinicius Jr., but that is very unlikely because I don't think Arsenal might go. I don't think Vinicius might leave. Real Madrid. Yeah. So the goal scorer for Egypt is Ashur. You can see plenty of fans excited with their families in Boston, Dallas. So the best thing for Egypt is to look for the second goal, because we have seen that this 1-0 1-0s are not sustainable. The longer it's 1-0, the longer the other team might come in and also score. So it's very risky to have 1-0 lead in this World Cup, because this World Cup they are showing there's plenty of comebacks. And you can see how Australia are playing. They're not going to give up easy. Now Australia on the attack, looking to respond. Australia with their orange kit, home kit. Both teams are playing with their home kit. Egypt with their usual red and white short. Actually, that Australia kit is very, very good. I need to get some of it. The Australian home kit. Let me share the link with the WhatsApp guide and also the TikTokers. So I have to scan. So I'll not share it for now. Yeah. 28 minutes ago. Yeah, 29 minutes gone. Goal by Ashura in the first 15 minutes. So Egypt having the same. Remember next it's Argentina versus Cape Verde. Lionel Messi versus Bosnia. Very Messi add to his goals, 6 goals. Together tied together with Kylian Mbappe. So the race for the Golden Boot is on. Hurricane with 5, Erling Haaland with 5, Vini Jr. 4. So all the superstars also looking for the Golden Boot. So remember that there is this player who has the record for the most goals in the World Cup, 13 goals, called Fontaine. Fontaine actually played for Brazil. So he has 14 years. He had 13 goals in a single World Cup with fewer games. So will Lionel Messi or Kylian Mbappe be able to break that record? It's yet to be seen. Yeah. If you are new, try to like the chat. Give me your prediction chat. Tell me what you think. For me, as I said, I predicted 2-1 at the beginning of the stream. 2-1 to Egypt in Boston, Dallas. I want Mo Salah and Messi to face each other in the last 16. So another huge game will be Spain versus Portugal. Portugal versus Spain. Then you have USA versus Belgium. Tomorrow, on Saturday, you'll be having Canada versus Morocco. Then Sunday, you'll see Brazil take on Norway. Erling Haaland versus Gabi Magalhaes. Yeah, hopefully I'll be doing the live Watchalong for that game as well. So Egypt with plenty of the possession, also the goal to back it up. As I said in a previous stream, I believe that France will go all the way to the final, and also I can see Spain joining them in the final as well. So 30 minutes played, there's a foul on an Egyptian player. There's an Egyptian player who's down, Harry. No, it's called Hani. As I said, I don't know most of these Egyptian players. I only know Mamouche and Salah. Salah, of course, it's widely known because of his exploits in the Premier League. World class player, a legend, a Liverpool legend. There's a nasty tackle on Honey. So Australia is playing with a back three. It's a 3-4-2-1 system. And for Egypt, deploying a 4-4-2 with Mo Salah playing at number 10. Yeah, Mo Salah playing at the number 10. So this is a foul to Australia. Will they respond? I said this as well. Cross hit the box. Header. Cleared. Shot. Saved by the keeper. Saved by the keeper. So these are the odds to the game. As I said, Australia with 3.71, Egypt 2.44, and a draw of 2.98. So Egypt are the slight favorites to win this game, but it's not going to be easy. Still, the first half, Ashur with the goal. Australia usually qualify for every World Cup, but they don't really go past the round of 16. So tonight is very crucial for them. Yeah, if they win this game, it becomes their first time to reach the round of 16. And also for Egypt, if they win, they go to the round of 16 for the first time. So it's a very important game. Cross, but it's long. Australia, but the Egyptian defense is good, but again they lose the ball. First half, 35 minutes played. Now it's a long throw in. Australia, long throw into the box, flicked, and then flicked again. Oh, shot. Saved by the keeper. Very good save by Shomer in goal. Nice shot. Ground of effort, but it's saved comfortably by Shomer. So will the Egyptian keeper keep a clean sheet? Let's see. Ball with Mamouche in midfield, but almost loses out. The Sukarus, as they're called. Almost a chance for the Sukarus. looks like Egypt will go into halftime as the leaders in this game. Long ball looking for Mamouche. It's also a very physical game. Oh, nice piece of skill by Volpato. Oh, nice. Volpato. Okay. Oh, and a nice tackle by Nominati Atia. Yeah. So ball goes out for a corner to Australia. Can they make the best out of this set piece? Remember, we have seen many goals disallowed by the referees because of the pushing and the shoving. Cross, long cross, people back, and cleared by Egypt. Yeah, so as I said, we have seen a lot of disallowed goals because of the pushing and shoving. So FIFA introduced the new rule to protect goalkeepers from blocking. And if you block the goalkeeper now, you're getting penalized by the new FIFA rules. So let's see if the Premier League will also adapt the rules, because there was a lot of complaining that Arsenal, we have been using those black arts to win, to score set piece goals. Remember, we broke the record for the most corners in a single EPL season, 19 goals from corners, which is crazy, and 26 goals from set pieces. That is nearly 25% of all our goals came from set pieces. It was not 60% of the goals, as Jurgen Klopp was saying. Jurgen Klopp was just angry that Germany was kicked out through penalties. Instead of criticizing Germany, now starts to compare the set pieces with Arsenal. But as you all know, now Arsenal are getting all the attention because they are the champion. Everybody's talking about Arsenal. So as fans, we are enjoying it because now we are relevant. Yeah, people care about us more than ever. It should be a good thing. Of course, people have their own opinion, but let us be factual. Let us not lie. Yeah. Let us not lie about things that have existed. Yeah. Arsenal not the first team to score almost 30% of their goals from set pieces. This is something that has happened. Yeah, and see the Egyptian faithful really happy. So 40 minutes played, and now free kick by Salah. Salah to take this set piece with the magic left foot. The magic left foot, which made him Premier League legend, Premier League Hall of Famer. So Salah with the set piece, that shot, long cross, header, and cleared by Australia, but it was offside. So we have had many offside calls in this World Cup. And also we have seen many disallowed goals because of the technology. The ball that is being used as a sensor also can be charged mobile phone. So we are approaching half time. We are approaching half time. Egypt leading, and all the Africans are happy. So hopefully Egypt don't bottle it. There was one thing I like about Egypt, their defense is very solid. They have a very good defense. So this is a foul on Ibrahim, the centre back for Egypt. The coalition with the Australia player. If you're in the chat, if you like, next up we have Argentina versus Cabo Verde. Cabo Verde. So ball cleared by Egypt. So the win so far has been 50-50. Plenty of fouls as well. Yeah. Egypt trying to use the dark arts. I hope they join Morocco and the two African teams so that we can have two hopes of winning the World Cup as Africa. And if we don't win an African team, then we hope that France wins it, because France has very black players. All of the France national team players from Africa. Born in Africa, raised in France. The reason why we want France to win it. And if France will win it, then let Lionel Messi win it. If Lionel Messi cannot win it, then CR7 can win it. And if CR7 cannot win it, then give it to Lamine Yamal. Yeah. Lamine Yamal of Spain was European champion at 17 years. He can also win World Cup at 18 years. Almost goes on a break. And ball goes out for a goal kick. So 5 minutes of stoppage time. We've added Egypt, and at the second one, or we at Australia, equalizer in Dallas, the MetLife Stadium. Equalizer. Nice play to Mamouche. What can Mamouche do? At the interchange. Back to Mamouche. Graphically, Salah. Almost a header by Mohamed Salah. 5 minutes of extra time. The first half. Let's see if it can come up with the second goal, or Australia can equalize. Now Australia on that. Nice play by Popovic. Shot, but goes out wide. It was a really good chance by Popovic. Tries to curl in a left foot banger, but just doesn't get the accuracy right. And it goes out for an Egypt goal kick. can see the Egyptian coaches going crazy, fuming, because he has seen what has happened to the African teams. They take the lead, then they lose concentration in the last minute. That's why this game is far from over. For all those who understand football, football is a game of momentum. Yeah, and in the last few minutes is where the intensity and the momentum is very high. So that is most likely when teams will score. So ball back to Australia. Can they score? Back to Popovic. Australia with a cross. Cross into the box. Header. Oh, it was an almost header. It was an almost header by Australia. Not much power to beat the goalkeeper. 3 minutes played now out of the 5. They're looking at if there was a handball. Oh, there might be a potential handball. But it has been cleared by VAR. VAR has faced a lot of controversy in this World Cup. People saying it is favoring some teams, others saying it is not consistent. But what you expect with technology is that it's going to divide opinions and fans. You just have to accept technology. So Egypt looking to go into halftime with the 1-0 lead, and they clear it out. So ball in the air, back to Popovic, and nice tackle by Rabat. It's a very physical game. Popovic, oh my God, cleared. Egypt trying to clear the ball. Mamouche, and it's finally cleared by Egypt. Can they go on the attack? No, still Australia looking to equalize, putting pressure on Egypt in the final few minutes, the final last minute. Then there's another foul on an Australian who is on the floor. But they don't want to stop the momentum, and it goes out. Plenty of rough tackles going on. Oh, yeah, Rabia goes flying into Boss. The linesman getting some few insults from the Australian team. Then finally, halftime. The whistle blows for halftime in Dallas. Egypt 1-0, courtesy of a header by Ashur. Lovely header. The first half, 13 minutes. Egypt 1, Australia 0. It's a very tight game. Hope that Egypt wins this game finally for the African continent. So the second half will be great. Australia, of course, I expect them to come out full gun blazing. Yeah. I expect Egypt to defend as a unit because they have seen how the other teams have performed. All the other teams have been blowing their lead in the final minutes, like Senegal. So disappointed by Senegal, man. Senegal, how could you do that to us? Expected Senegal at least to be the second team to go to the round of 16, but then they blew it. So second half is going to be interesting to see how it will happen. What will happen? Let me just share this to WhatsApp. Mohamed Salah. I hope he wins so that we can join our fellow Moroccan. But the Moroccans said they are not Africans, so don't really rate Morocco. When they said they are not Africans, I gave up on them. Yeah, so me, I'm fully behind Egypt as the African team. Also Ghana. Ghana do us a favor, beat Colombia. Yeah, Ghana also with their very good defense. I like how Ghana play. They really stopped England from playing. Australia with more to do in the second half. So let me check the first half. Okay. Let me just call some. Call somebody here. If you're new, like and subscribe, share so that this video can go live. Yeah. So that this video can be liked by YouTube. Australia are representing the Asian continent. So far in the Asian continent, South Korea were knocked out in the group stage. Japan lost to Brazil in the final minute. It was so heartbreaking for Japan. It was so heartbreaking for Japan.
By the way,
It's like people have already slept. Later on, we'll have Lionel Messi, many people's GOAT, versus Cabo Verde, Bozinha. Yeah, Bozinha, who became an overnight sensation after his performance versus Spain, keeping a clean sheet versus Spain, the European champions. That was a fantastic performance by Bozinha. Cabo Verde. I also hope Cabo Verde can do us a favor. So we have 4 African teams left: Egypt, Morocco, Cabo Verde, and Ghana. Yeah, those are our hopes in the last 16. Hopefully, if we go through, we hope that we finally go through. And also coming in, reports are saying that Granit Xhaka is said to stay at Sunderland despite Chelsea approaching him. Yeah, so midfielder Granit Xhaka, who is representing Switzerland. Switzerland who beat Algeria 2-0 last night. So Xhaka is expected to stay at Sunderland, who are also playing in the Europa League. So Chelsea are looking to sign him so that he can reunite with Xabi Alonso. But it looks like Granit Xhaka has decided to stay at Sunderland. Yeah. So second half almost kicking off. Hopefully Egypt don't bottle it like Senegal. Senegal taking a 2-0 lead versus Belgium and then collapsing in the last 5 minutes. It was crazy. So Cabo Verde have been very surprise package because they came in, they drew with Uruguay, they drew with Spain, and they managed to finish the group phase as the second best team. Spain topped the group, then Cabo Verde. Yeah, and then there's talks that Jurgen Klopp will be the new manager of Germany. Here we go, very soon after Julian Nagelsmann resigned after the disaster by Germany, the embarrassment of losing to Paraguay. Yeah, so Julian Nagelsmann has resigned as Germany manager, and the new boss will be Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, so Jurgen Klopp is expected to be back in management soon enough. Yeah. Pep Guardiola still on the sidelines. I don't think Pep will go back to management soon. He'll take like a year off after the stress and the pressure of the Premier League. Pep might be needing at least a year of management to relax because of the intensity and the pressure of managing the league in the Premier League. He stepped down as Man City boss, and now Maresca taking over. So far in the transfer window, Tottenham Hotspurs are the ones who are showing ambition, spending almost 250 million pounds already, getting in Tonali, getting in Robertson, Mateus Fernandes. So Spain are showing huge ambition in this transfer window. Arsenal yet to get going as the champions of England and also the UCL finalists. There is no rush to bring in players. We just need to bring in the right quality of players. If we can get Barcola, Morgan Rogers, and maybe another defender and a midfielder, I believe we are going to be good. Of course, of course we have signed now in Capi permanently, but since he played last season, we cannot say he's the new signing. In Capi will just continue. Yeah, but now in Capi is an Arsenal official player on a permanent deal. That's the only business we have done so far. We have lost Jeremy Monga to Man City. And as the last few days, the verbal offer for Bruno Guimaraes by Arsenal was rejected by Newcastle, who are saying the 28-year-old captain is not for sale. Newcastle have made it clear to Arsenal that unless they reach 100 million, Guimaraes is going nowhere. Yeah, so second half has kicked off. The MetLife Stadium in Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, and the MetLife Stadium. So hopefully Egypt was the favorite. This win is for Africa. This win is for Africa, the whole of Africa. So second half underway, and Mamush almost scores the second goal. First few seconds, and Mamush is already one-on-one. Mamush with not a chance. Mamush. Mamush with a lovely chance to go 2-0 up. I hope Egypt win this game for Mo Salah. So that we can have Mo Salah versus Lionel Messi in the round of 16. So free kick to Australia. Very cold in Nairobi, but here it is very hot in Boston. That's the header by the Egyptian player. So foul to Australia. As I said, this game is far from over. Yeah. Expecting plenty of action in the second half. Set piece by Australia. Goes long into the box. Flicked, but cleared by Egypt. Oh. Sukarus. Long ball. Header. Oh my God. Australia almost equalized. But there's a nasty coalition on the Egypt player. And it looks like the medics will have to come and look on him. The Egyptian player got knocked out as he was going for the ball in the air. Nasty coalition. Just a minute. side, still 1-0 in the 51st minute, and Australia pushing for the equalizer. Will they get it? Let's see. But we need to hold on to lead. So Australia playing with a lot of intensity in the second half as they look to secure the comeback versus Egypt. And Australia will get it. Oh my god. Hey, plenty of tackles flying in the second half as Egypt look to maintain the lead with the king Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Hani, number 3 fullback. And most of the Egyptian players play for their local clubs, league, a very strong league. Al Ahly, yeah. The Egyptian league is also very quality, produces a lot of good players. So Australia with plenty of possession in the second half. Let's see what they do with their possession. Mamouche was playing well. So Egypt back on the ball. So far, nobody has been able to dominate the midfield because both teams have been equal. And Australia win it, dangerous zone. Australia on the attack. Cross to the box. Clear. Yeah. So Egypt's defense of Rambia and Ibrahim, very, very strong defense. They don't concede many goals, Egypt. And they are really competing this round of 32 game. So foul to Australia, free kick to Australia. Wow. Free kick to Australia. And it is 1-1 equalizer. Australia have equalized. As I told you, this game was guaranteed goals, and 1-0 is not enough. 1-0 lead is not enough. So 1-1 in the 54th minute, and Australia equalize. Yeah, let's see. Set piece. Yeah, and it's Harry Suter, the captain, very big figure, 6 foot guy. Yeah. So 1-1 Australia versus Egypt. Harry Suter, the captain for Australia, with the header to equalize. Yeah, so we said set pieces will be crucial. Let's see if it's no, there's no offside. Very clear header. Was it a header or an on goal? Looks to me like an on goal. Oh, it was an on goal by the Egypt player. Hani. Mohamed Hani scores an on goal. And the Australians are going crazy. They are the last Asian team left in the World Cup. So the trend, will it happen again? Africa lead 1-0, then they lose Let's see. So Egypt with both goals, but one of them is an own goal. Second half action, expecting more goals in this game. So at 1-1, the game, to be fair, has been pretty even. Plenty of tackling, plenty of headers, set piece goals. So let's see what Egypt will come up with. Will Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian king, raise his level? So Egypt need to get the ball to Mo Salah and Mamouche, because those are the two players who can do magic for them. So in the second half, Australia have come out guns blazing the first 10 minutes. So they fully deserve to equalize. So Egypt looking to get back the lead. Yeah. To Salah to Hani. Mohamed Salah, the captain. He needs to step up for his country. Yeah. There's also a possibility that Mohamed Salah, this could be his last World Cup, because now he's 35 years old. There's talks of him going to Saudi. Now he's a free agent. In Liverpool. So let's see if he'll go to MLS or Saudi League, because he can still play. I don't think Salah will retire now. So go ball back with Strawberry. We have seen this trend very often. African team takes the lead, then they collapse in the second half. Go to Mamouche to Salah. Salah tries the maybe. Oh. So the trend repeats. People are asking why are the African teams collapsing in the last minutes. Yeah. Is it a lack of concentration? Is it a lack of quality? Is it a lack of mentality? Will we ever see an African team lift the World Cup? So that question will be answered by the 19th of July 2026 in SoFi. A ball back to Australia on the attack. Oh, another foul by Ibrahim. So Egypt committing plenty of fouls. Actually, it was Ibrahim with a nasty tackle on Iran Kunda, the Australian forward. Another set piece. Australia looked to be dangerous from set pieces. We will see another set piece goal. Will Africa collapse again? That is the main question. Because I want to see Egypt win this game. Cross to the box. Cleared. Another cross into the box. Cleared again. And then Egypt defenders doing much of the work. Header again outside to Australian. So Australia looking very sharp in the second half. Yakunda with a shot blocked. And Egypt finally clear with a foul from Egypt. Now they can relax. 60 minutes gone. And the second half starting to light up. As expected. Foul on Mo Salah. Mo Salah. Yeah, so second half, Australia looking like the stronger team, the better team. Ibrahim, Fani, and back in midfield. As I said, Egypt need to get the ball quicker to Mo Salah and Bush, because those two players can come up with something. And to Ashur. So Ashur was the one who scored the opener in the first half. Go to Ibrahim. Ibrahim to Ashur. Ashur. Nice pass to Salah. Salah's offside. This World Cup has had many offside. Many offsides. Yeah, so Hani with an own goal. What an unfortunate own goal. He was jumping with his eyes closed. That's why you are told as a defender, you have to know the basics. Close your eyes. So that's just a mistake. So Egypt to learn from it. So Australia looking like the better team. So they're looking with more intent to win. And Australia are playing out from the back. They are 3 for 3. 3 for 3 formation. You can see O'Neil. O'Neil is the one who is controlling the midfield. So Egypt are looking to make 2 substitutions. Looks like the coach is upset with someone. Maybe it's a tactical change. Egypt looking to make 2 substitutions to try and change the game, because they need more fight. Arisuta of Leicester City, the captain for Australia. Very tall guy. So remember, Australia are in the group with the USA and Paraguay. So they also finished at the third best team. Ball with Hani. We're seeing plenty of the ball in the second half. Then getting the ball to Mo Salah. Because Mo Salah is the one player who can actually hit Hani. Ashur. Ashur with every pass. And remember, Mahmoud had a very good chance to actually go 2-0. Oh man. to win back the ball on the attack. Egypt shoots. Oh, it looks like the player was 50-50. Ball back to Hani, and Australia regroup. Cross. Cleared by Suter. Now it's Hafez. Egypt now attacking Australia. This game has been very even. Yeah, both teams going top to top. Ball to Salah, Mush, Ibrahim, Hani, in the cross. Oh, cleared by Suter. Yeah, it was out for a goal kick. Yeah, the game has been very even. Both teams attacking. Remember, both teams are looking for their first knockout win in their history. So Egypt gives 2 substitutions and looking to change the game. Hopefully they win for Salah and for Africa. Yeah, so as I said, Australia qualified as the runners-up in Group E, and then Egypt also are runners-up after being unbeaten in the group campaign. So both teams frustrating each other defensively. We are approaching 70 minutes on the clock. So let's see if those substitutions help out Egypt conquer this stubborn Australia. So the second hydration break on now. We are in the third quarter. Yeah. We are in the third quarter of the game. Break. So let's see some of the transfer overseas in that market assigned for Fenerbahce. And also Roberto Bezzani. So the game I'm looking forward to Spain versus Portugal. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah, so the winner of this game will face either Argentina or Cabo Verde. Yeah, top scorers Mbappe and Messi leading the way. Now Haaland, Kane and Dembele. Salah has been really influential in this game. No, Salah has not been influential. Salah's not had a good game at all. So Australia on the attack after the break. Cross cleared by Ibrahim to Salah. Egypt now need to attack. And Hossam. And so Australia and Egypt going toe to toe in the 72nd minute. Ball to Hani. And back to Hossam. Hossam. Ibrahim to Lamba. Lamba to Havis. Salah has been absolutely embarrassing in this game. No shots. Salah, Mo Salah, you need to be leading at FIFA Jimo. So what's this? Build up yourself like the stream, bro. This is Egypt versus Australia. Watchalong. Yeah, at FIFA Jimo. Build up yourself. It looks like the game is not boring. Oh, you don't like the game or what? Yeah. Who are you supporting? At FIFA Jimo. Who are you supporting in the World Cup? It looks like you don't like this game. Are you Messi fan or Ronaldo? Yeah, you're asking, so what's this? What's what? The game or you don't like the game? Yeah, for me, I want Egypt to win. I want Egypt to win this game so that Mohamed Salah can meet with Messi in the last dance. Just like yesterday, Cristiano met with Luka Modric. Big up yourself, bro. Like the stream. Also subscribe to the Arsenal Pulse. Looks like you are not happy with the game. Africans, let's support each other's. Let's support each other's team. Or you are supporting Senegal at FIFA. Jim, like the World Cup. Yeah. 75 minutes played. And Australia want to, both teams want to look for the winner. Ball back with Australia to Suta. also there's a possibility of extra time. Yeah. Extra time is a possibility for both teams, and also penalties. Remember, we have seen Germany lose to penalties, and also Netherlands lost to penalties. Netherlands are the unluckiest team ever. They always lose to penalties. If I'm the Netherlands coach, I only train on penalties. I don't know what does them. Australia pushing for the second goal. Then Egypt are looking kinda tired. Is the fatigue or what? Australia trying to get into the box. There's an Egypt player down, Hafez, with the fatigue and cramps. So we're approaching 80 minutes, and this is where the Africans start collapsing, start giving away stupid goals. So Hafez feeling the intensity, and he's being replaced by Trezeguet. Mohamed Trezeguet, number 7, is coming on for Hafez, who is injured. So let's see if Trezeguet can be the hero for Egypt and for Africa. Trezeguet can be the hero for Egypt. Yeah, set piece to Australia. Remember, they're very dangerous from set pieces. Australia. So Egypt need to be very careful. The Australian guys are they have a lot of height in the team. Yeah, so O'Neal with the set piece goes long. Suter with the header. Shot, clearly. Australia with the header. And back to the keeper. Very physical game. Suter, bumps into Rabia. Yeah. So there's a possibility that this game goes to extra time, even penalties. Yeah, so Ibrahim to Rabia. Back to Hani. Hani to Mo Salah. Nice pass by Salah to Ashur. Ashur to Trezeguet. Trezeguet. Back to Ashur. Trezeguet. Can he cross it? Tries to cut in. And it's cleared by the Australian defenders. So both teams will push for a late winner, because whoever scores now wins the game. Yeah, so goal kick to Australia, and the keeper goes long. Header. And Australia are very good in the air. They are dominating the air with the big men. And you have Hani to Salah. Goes up for a throw-in. Big up yourself in the chat. If you like the Arsenal fan, subscribe if you're new. Let's see if Egypt can become the second African team to qualify, or will Australia become the first Asian team to qualify to the knockouts. The remaining two games, Argentina versus Cape Verde and Colombia versus Ghana. These are the last games in the those are the final games in the round of 32. "85 minutes on the clock. So together with extra time, it will be 10 minutes. Mamouche of Man City. Back to Rabia. Rabia to Hani. Egypt did move the ball a bit quicker. Some tricks. Some toss. Goes back to Trezeguet. Back to Ibrahim. Osam, nice touch. Hani. Back to Osam. Left foot. Cross. Cleared by the Australian keeper. So see this game looking like it will go to extra time. Osam tries another cross. Trezeguet. 1-1 in the 85th minute. And now Australia on the attack. And Australia win it. Cassim, shot, blocked. Very good defending by Egypt. And they clear. Egypt's defense is very good. Australia now with their captain, Suter. Suter, lovely cross. Goes out for a corner. Another set piece for Australia. Will they repeat the pattern? Will Egypt collapse? Both teams feeling the pressure of the last minutes. Cross into the box, header. Shot, blocked. And the Egyptian defense is solid. Cross into the box, then cleared again. And foul on Egypt. Australia really pushing for the second goal. Egypt really fighting. President. Sam was being very lively. I think he had something. Sam, is it a foul? Linesman says, not yet. Approaching 90 minutes. Salah has been embarrassing today. He has not done anything. Salah. He has not stepped up his country. Ball back to Hani. It looks like Egypt also are playing with a back three. After President came on. Egypt now building the attack to Musa. The left hand side. Ball to Ibrahim. Ibrahim was long and it was out for Egypt corner. So now what a chance for Egypt. 5 minutes added the second half for Egypt. Whoever scores now wins it. Mamush with the corner. With the Pharaohs score. Mamush goes short. Cross. And Salah controls it nicely. Sam. Cross. awesome. Running. Awesome. With a cross. Back post. Cleared again. Hey. Egypt pushing for the winner. Hey. 3 minutes remaining. If my prediction be right, 2-1 to Egypt. Back to Fatih. Fatih to awesome. 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 Cleared again. Australian defense. And now it's a corner to Egypt. Mo Salah. This is where now we make history for your country. Mo Salah in almost the final corner of the game. The number 10, the captain, can he come up with something? Salah uses a piece and header is cleared out. Cleared by Australia. Salah controls it. Back to Salah. First time cross. Header. Save. What a save by Pitch. What a save, man. By Pitch. Final corner for Egypt. Mamouche. In swinger. Salah. Shot. Saved by the keeper. It looks like we are going to extra time in this knockout time. Hey, what a save by Pitch. Header by Rabiat. That is a heroic save. Looks like we are going to extra time. Mamouche, unless something stupid happens. Back to Hani. To Salah. Shot blocked. What a fantastic cross by Salah. That's the only thing he has done in this game. Egypt pushing for the winner. But Australia standing firm. So 90 minutes up. And we are now going into extra time. Extra time and also the possibility of penalties. Egypt still unbeaten. Can they remain unbeaten and reach the round of 16? We shall see in the extra time. We are interested save the Australian goalkeeper. So extra time is upon us. There's also there's a possibility of penalties. Yeah, this game. Naona tena ni Egypt wametupa late. Iko 1-1. Egypt wamefunga tena wakaachilia. Hata iko extra. Still 1-1 in extra time. First half of extra time. Let's see if both teams can come up with a killer blow. Australia with a set piece. Cross cleared by Egypt. Both teams have been very, very good defensively. There's nothing to separate them. And Falta with them very good defensive showing. Nice one touch football by Egypt. Now on the break with Hani. Hani to Osam. Osam switches it to Trezeguet. Trezeguet. Back to Ayus. Trezeguet. Egypt also looking for the second. Mo Salah. Mo Salah was rubbish, but now I can see him coming back to the game. Sam with a cross to Mamush over the bar from Salah. And now we are starting to see some more Salah. We are starting to see more Salah in the extra time. Australia go long. Ball back to Ashur. It's a foul on Egypt. So both teams defensively very, very strong. And with the attacking edge, which is missing. Ball to Ibrahim. Sam very lively since coming on. Ball to Trezeguet. And shot goes back to the keeper. So Egypt have switched to a back 5 or a back 3, playing the same formation as Australia. 3 guys at the back, and then 2 wing backs. But that save by Beach might be historic. Both teams looking for their first ever knockout victory. Ball to Osam. Plays it back. Switch to Trezeguet, but Australia take control. Ball back to Trezeguet. And Mamush miscontrols it. Australia now looking to break. Toure. Foul on the Australia man. Can imagine those in the stadium how tense they are feeling. tense must it be to be in the stadium? It's time for Australia to attack. This game has been very even from the first minute. Last return, Australia now on the attack, and they score. Today. Oh, and goes out for a goal kick. So Egypt and Australia going toe to toe in this very interesting group. Round of 32, Russia was reached to 40. Both teams making 2 substitutions, and also Egypt changing their formation. Egypt now trying to build the attack. Awesome, very lively since coming on with the left foot. Running, awesome. Australia with a very stubborn defense. Mamush switches it. Awesome. Cuts in. Right foot. Cross goes over the bar. Salah. Oh, yeah. So Egypt starting right off extra time. Ball pushes in. Honey to Osam. Same plenty of the ball in the corner or cross. Goes out for Australian throwing. 5 more minutes to go. The first half extra time. The game is very tense. Very good defending by Rabi. And then the foul on Egypt. For me, I can see this game going to penalties. This game is definitely going to penalties. Awesome. And oh, lovely play when it goes out for a goal kick. Still 1-1 between Egypt and Australia as extra time is almost up. First half, 2 minutes to go. Australia still fighting with Egypt. Australia have not really attacked much in the first half of extra time. It has been Egypt with most of the energy. Now Australia on the attack. Loose pass goes out for a goal kick. So there's not been plenty of action in the extra time yet. We are yet to see a save or a shot by both teams. Both teams defensively have been solid. Trezeguet. Awesome with a turn, but dispossessed. Hey. Still the yellow card by Osam. It's very frustrating to be held back when you are running. We are still live at the Arsenal Pulse. 2 hours of streaming. We don't give a shit. So set piece to Australia, but it goes out and it's half time in extra time. First half of extra time, Egypt scoring both goals, but one of them an own goal. That's why it is 1-1. Australia yet to score. can see Mamush. They are laughing. So it looks like Mamush will be replaced by Abdel Karim. So Egypt with 2 subs remaining. Australia also with 2 subs remaining. This game has been so even. It has been so equal. Even if you check the statistics, Egypt with 57%, 12 shots for both teams. Egypt with 3 shots on target and 3 big chances. Yeah, the odds for this game are still the same. So the draw, the draw was the winner for the odds. So second half of extra time, we are back. The second half of extra time. So big up yourself. If you're in the chat, like and subscribe to support the channel. We are the Arsenal Pulse, doing everything to bring you all the latest World Cup action. Subscribe and like the stream. Support the guy, the Arsenal Pulse. Yeah, so Egypt kick off from right to left, no, from left to right. They begin by playing out from the back, but Australia will take up the possession. Australia, we have seen Egypt being the stronger team in the first half. Now let's see in the second half. This game almost going to penalties. My prediction was 2-1 to Egypt. So let's see if Egypt will score a late winner. Next up is Argentina versus Cabo Verde. Yeah, Cabo Verde. Then Colombia finish the round of 32 versus Ghana. So it is Luis Diaz versus Semenyo. Osam to Ashur. Shot. shot on target for Egypt by Fati. Atia, naitwa Atia. Atia ball to Salah. Mohamed Salah quickly restarts. But the referee says, fuck off. Yeah, so 10 minutes remaining in the second half, extra time. These two teams have been equal. Now Osam cuts in and Australia clears. It has been a game of two very strong defenses. To Salah on the right. Salah cuts in. Shot goes out for a corner. Shot goes out for a corner kick. Mo Salah, African king, the king of Anfield, with a cross. Hey, almost that is going in. Salah will do magic, but Salah to Hani goes out for a corner. Egypt still looking for the dagger in Australian hearts. Cross, either flicked, goes out for a good kick. For me, I can see only one result. Penalties. These teams have been so even every the way they play, the way they defend, they look like very similar teams. Lovely turn, but dispossessed by Osam. Osam to Salah. Salah cuts in. Mo Salah takes a turn. Mo Salah. Hey. Tries to do its magic. Approaching almost 5 minutes remaining. Salah cleared. Back to hand in the box. Total chaos in the box. Ashur, who scored the opener, to Trezeguet. Cross cleared again. The Australian defense is not a joke. Now Australia in possession. We don't want to see a repeat of what happened yesterday in Senegal game. Senegal bottled it. Australia on the attack. Ball goes out for a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Goal kick to Egypt. To Atia. Atia to Salah. 50-50 challenge. Referee says play on. Pass to Atia. Both teams are very desperate to win. To Hossam. Hani on the overlap. Hossam. Nice turn. Hossam. Oh! Goes out for a corner. Lovely play from Hossam. Dancing footwork. Hey, what a block. Mo Salah, the king of Anfield. Can he deliver? The dagger. 5 minutes remaining. The captain of Egypt. Back to Salah. Cross. Cleared by Australia. Then Salah. Again, tries to cross it. Cross. There's so many crosses in this game. Hey. Over 200 crosses. And cleared by Egypt. Now Australia, can they attack? Australia now on the counter. Egypt, do not collapse, please. And foul to Australia. 3 minutes remaining until we go to penalties. So set piece to Australia. And some of the fans cannot watch the angle, the tension. So is this the set piece that will send Australia to their first ever knockout win? Two minutes remaining in extra time. So this is the set piece that can define a legacy. Shot. Blocked. And Australia with the wrong throw. We are seeing long crosses at the World Cup. Flick. Cleared to Mo Salah. Salah with that awful pass. Salah has been shocking in this game. Mo Salah has not been good. Substitution. And Australia are changing their keeper. It looks like Australia are heading for penalties. So Matt Ryan, former Arsenal keeper, can he win it for the Socceroos? Matt Ryan, who is the captain for Australia, is being entrusted with the responsibility of ensuring that he saves the penalties. And Egypt. Fighting performance by Egypt. Oh, what a nasty tackle by Ibrahim. Is that a red card tackle? Yellow card to Ibrahim. The last few minutes. Argentina versus Cabo Verde is next. So Marawan Atia being replaced by Mahmoud Saber. It looks like both teams now calling on their penalty experts. Australia with the set piece. Can they shock Egypt? Cross. Header. Oh, caught by the goalkeeper again. Looks like two players are on the floor. Nasty coalition. And the game goes to penalties. Just as we expected, this will be a penalty shootout. So history about to be made. This is my favorite section, the penalty shootout. Penalties. Egypt, Australia, heading to penalties. This is now my favorite part of the game. Will Mo Salah face Messi in the round of 16? Mo Salah on the verge of history for Egypt. have seen plenty of penalties being missed in this World Cup. So this is all about mentality now. All about handling the pressure of the 6-yard spot. We have all missed penalties, all of us. If you have ever played football, you have missed a penalty before. So this is about mentality. It's all about the goalkeepers. So Australia looking to Matt Ryan, and Egypt looking to Shoberi. Hopefully Egypt win this, so that we can have 2 African teams at the World Cup. So both teams doing their final analysis. Yeah. Both teams doing their final analysis on their players. Is it Matt Ryan or Shoberi? Let's see who goes first. So it's Mo Salah and Matt Ryan doing the toss. So who will the pressure get to? Will Mo Salah take his team to the round of 16, or will Australia finally have their first ever knockout win? This is where legends are made. This is where history is rewritten. So Australia go first. And the pressure of the first penalty. The pressure of the first penalty. Australia. And the Egyptian fans. It is Harry Suter who scored the equalizer. Harry Suter versus Shoberi. Harry Suter versus Shoberi. Suter goes over the bar. Arisuta misses for Australia. He missed. Arisuta missed. What a miss by Suta. Yeah. Now, Egypt taking the second penalty. Time for Egypt, number 21 versus Matt Ryan, the former Arsenal shortstopper. Will Egypt score? Straight run up. The pressure. The pressure. Egypt scores. Egypt score their first penalty. Matt Ryan saw it, but goes in. Excellent penalty. Nice. Puts on the power. One nil to Egypt. So next, number 22. It's Irvin. It's Irvin for Australia. Irvin. Will he score the first penalty for Australia? Scores. Lovely penalty by Irvin. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Fantastic penalty by Irvin. Hey. Next is Rabia. Oh my goodness. Whenever I see a defender going up to take a penalty, defenders can be now Rabia. The number 5 with one of the best defensive performances in the World Cup. Rabia scores for Egypt. Lovely penalty by Rabia. 2-1 to Egypt. Nice penalty by Rabia. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Lovely penalty. The pressure. Now time for Australia. Third penalty. Mabil with a short runner. Mabil for Australia scores. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Mabil scores for Australia. Short run up puts it on the back of the net. Next, for Egypt, it's the captain, Mohamed Salah. Mo Salah is feeling the pressure. It's a pressure. Penalties are so pressure. Penalties are pressure moments. Mo Salah, the captain of Egypt. Salah. scores. Fantastic penalty by Salah. 3-2 to Egypt. So if this guy misses, it's over. Number 25 for Australia. Misses. And Egypt now have the chance to win it. Oh my God. Egypt on the verge of history to win their first ever knockout game at the World Cup. And now it's the substitute. Can he win it for Egypt? Saying all the prayers in the Quran. Egypt on the verge of history. If he scores, Egypt are in the round of 16. Awesome. Number 4. This is the most pressure penalty in Egypt's history. Awesome for Egypt, and scores and sends Egypt to the round of 16. Hey. Egypt finally win 4-2 on penalties. Egypt are in the round of 16, and they will face either Argentina or Cabo Verde. Heartbreak for Australia. Mohamed Salah marches on to the knockout. So Egypt and Morocco, the two African teams in the round of 16. There's no way Salah has a 9.0 rating. How? 8. Heartbreak for the Sucrus. They'll try again in 4 years' time. But this night belongs to Egypt. Mohamed Salah, the captain and the legend, sends Egypt to the round of 16. Where they'll face either Argentina or Cabo Verde. Interesting end to the game. Lovely moment for Mohamed Salah. Penalties is a 50-50 affair. And Egypt win their first knockout game at the World Cup. Mohamed Salah is the hero, the Liverpool legend, the king of Anfield. So this is the Arsenal Pulse. If you are new, subscribe, share and like this video.